afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with a great bargain price Class C motorhome from Parkway RV Center. Now, folks, we just traded for this motorhome, and that's not a misprint on the window. This is a 2005 Jayco Greyhawk 31SS with one super slide for only $19,900. Now, folks, for those of you who are looking for a motorhome under 20 grand with a slide out, you're looking at 90s models right now. This is a great chance to buy one for $19,900. It was just driven over 850 miles in here from the people that traded it in on a Class A. Now, folks, the bad thing about this motorhome, and really not that bad, but depends on what you're going to use it for, it's got 121,000 miles. That's why it's $19,900. If this unit had 50, 60,000 miles, it would be $34,900 and already be sold. But here's the thing, folks, and you look at the book value, which is over 30 just for base NADA, even with adjusting for the mileage, it's got a huge book value. And here's the way you look at it, folks. You're buying it for about $15,000 under book value and about $15,000 under market value. So this motor and transmission, if it lasts you 2 or 3 more years, you've got your money out of it. And if you have to put a motor in it, you're still in this thing at a low enough price that you can put a motor in it and still save money. But I don't think it's going to need anything for a long time, folks. It just driven 800 miles in here. The generator runs perfect. It's got a 4 kW Onan generator. This is a nice motorhome for this kind of price, folks. And like I said, for those of you who are looking for a motorhome under 20 grand with a slide, you're looking into the mid to late 90s models. And this is a great way to get a newer motorhome, save a lot of money, and get a pretty nice one too. I mean, I've got everything running right now. I haven't found anything that doesn't work. It's got an outside entertainment center. The striping and finish looks great. The main thing is there's no delamination, so there hasn't been any leak damage. The people service the roof every year, so all that's in good shape. You know, like I said, folks, they spent the night in it the day before they traded it, so everything runs great. Even the dash air is ice cold. I mean, I don't know about you folks, but this is a heck of a buy for $19,900. It's not going to last long. Jayco, largest privately owned RV manufacturer in the world. Been in business since 1968. About 80% of their factory workforce are either Amish or Mennonites, so you can imagine the quality that goes into each and every Jayco product. This unit's built on the Ford 450 chassis. It's got the 6.8 liter Triton V10, 305 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. Same motor and transmission and chassis they'll put on a 38 footer. So you don't have to worry about power. You can tow a car or a vehicle behind you, no problem. It's not beat up, it's not dented up or dinged up. This is a nice motorhome for the price, folks. And we'll deliver this thing nationwide. My drivers don't have a problem in the world delivering this thing anywhere in the country, even if it's 3,000 miles away, just like it sits on the lot. $121,000 miles. Generator runs great. Let's look inside. Alrighty, folks, I'm gonna tell you, as you step inside here, everything looks great. The backup camera works great. It's built into the visor. CD stereo, like I said, the dash air is ice cold, which is kind of unusual because most motorhomes dash airs don't work, but this one does, so they obviously kept it serviced and kept it up. Cab over looks great. It's got a queen bed in the cab over. You know, the carpets hasn't been changed. This is all original carpet. The upholstery looks great. Got the leather furniture. You know, the Greyhawk is about an $80,000 motorhome when it was brand new. So this is a great way to get a nice late model motorhome and save a lot of money, even with the miles. And be honest with you, folks, I mean, if you just want something to take an occasional trip in or for local camping, this thing right here will last you for years. I mean, I wouldn't let those miles scare me from saving that kind of money. Literally, you're buying a $35,000 motorhome for under 20 grand, folks, just because of the mileage. So keep that in mind. You look online, folks, I guarantee you're not going to find an 05 Jayco Greyhawk 31SS any lower than this price. I can guarantee you that. Folks, this inside of this RV, it's got a side kitchen, got a residential style double basin sink. All this are Amish built and Mennonite built cabinets. It's got a microwave, stovetop, coffee maker, TV, DVD player. It's got the carpeted headliner with the sound deadening material. The roof air is ice cold. The refrigerator's on. It's already getting cold. You know what we do, folks, when you buy this RV from us, we're going to go through a extensive checkout on this motorhome. Certified RV techs will go through everything on this list to make sure it works perfectly. If they run into any problems, of course, they repair it before we deliver it or you pick it up. But I'm going to tell you, folks, it's a very extensive checklist. It's not just 4 or 5 things that we check. I mean, we go through over 100-point inspection, folks, and that's twice what other dealers do for used RVs. And I always recommend to everyone, this unit, if you're looking at it on eBay, whether you're looking at it on RVT, RV Trader, or the other 15 to 20 different websites I use, you can always call ahead or email us and get a copy of that inspection report. We don't inspect them till after they're sold because you're seeing it just like we got it in. That's the way we like to show them. But you know, you can get an idea how extensive this checkout sheet is, and of course we fix anything on that list that's not working. You know, it virtually covers all the major systems: plumbing, electrical appliances, refrigerator, roof air, propane check, leak test. I mean, it virtually covers everything you can think of, folks. And I promise you, you can sit down there for an hour and write out a list of everything you want checked on an RV when you buy one, and chances are our RV checklist will be more things than you can come up with off the top of your head to check on one. And like I said, call us ahead. We'll send you a copy of it so you can get an idea of what all is going to be checked out and guaranteed on this camper or this motorhome. Got the Nor cold refrigerator, and it's already getting cold. Of course, I don't have my thermometer on me, but I guarantee you, folks, it's getting ice cold. Got my personal guarantee on that. And we'll check it. This is just on electric. We're going to check it on propane too. And when we check one out, I mean, we run at minimum 12 hours on propane, 12 hours on gas. We basically simulate an overnight camping trip, because anybody can turn the refrigerator on, leave it on for a couple hours. Yeah, it's starting to get cold, it works, cut it off and say it works. But we always try to simulate an overnight camping experience, so it takes us a day or two to really check one out the way we do. DVD player, RCA TV, it works. Got a little, I guess you'd call this a cutting board. Now, these are all solid hardwood cabinets, folks. These are all Amish and Mennonite built cabinets. Got a split bathroom. You got on one side, you've got a shower. It's got a skylight, and you can look around the skylight. There's no water stains or any kind of evidence of leaks. Here in the back, you've got a private rear bedroom. Queen Island bed. Still got the original factory bedspread. It looks great. Plenty of windows back here. You can look underneath the windows. There is no water damage or leak damage. In the back, you've got this nice closet right here. You got a nightstand on one side. There's storage underneath the bed. You got plenty of ductwork in here. Got the optional fantastic vent fan that works. It's thermostatic controlled with the rain sensor. If you were just to buy this vent and replace the standard vent in here, you're looking at almost $500 right there for that vent. But this already included with it, and it's got another one, I believe, up toward the front. No, it's in the bathroom, excuse me. Here in the bathroom, private water closet. There's another fantastic vent fan, and it's nice and cold in here. RV toilet, medicine cabinets. And it does have the optional, that's what I was going to look for, the optional holding tank heaters. So this is a Four Seasons model. You can camp in it any time of the year, North America. So if you want something for winter camping or something to take down to Florida in the summertime or whatever. This is a well insulated model. It's ideal for any kind of conditions you can throw at it. Got the really nice woodwork, and of course this isn't all factory processed stuff, folks. This is all put together by old world craftsmanship, the Amish and the Mennonites. So, you know, this is not just stapled together. This is all professionally done, very, very heavy duty. Got the inlaid glass in all the cabinets. Of course, got the stove top, oven, microwave. I mean, folks, this is a nice motorhome and a bargain price. I mean, get online and look at 05 Greyhawk 31SSs, folks. See if you can find another one even close to this price. They're not out there. 19.9, we're still going to make sure everything works on our checklist. We'll trade. Now, folks, I'm not trying to be difficult to get along with, but that is a firm price. You know, any other place you go to and you want a 19.9 motorhome with a slide out, you're going to be looking at a 96, 97, 98 model. Well, this is the 2005 model for 19.9. This one's going on eBay, which we're a certified power seller on eBay. As far as I know, we're the only used RV dealer with that distinction. And, you know, if people buy stuff on eBay, they're bargain shoppers. That's a fact of life, folks. The fact that we've sold hundreds of RVs on eBay should tell you something about how we price our units. This is going on about 20 other websites too, so don't think we're just going to sell on eBay. We sell all over the country. You know, folks, we're one of the oldest used RV dealerships in the United States. We've been in business since 1968. That's 48 years in business, third generation, family owned and operated. We're not a corporate dealer. We're not a franchise dealer. We actually are a family ran, independently owned used RV dealership. One of the largest and most successful in the country, folks. You know, 48 years in business. Now, if that's not a true testimony to how we treat our customers and the bargains we sell, I don't know what else is. The fact that we sell over 500 used RVs a year, and I'm not talking about just here in the Chattanooga, Tennessee area. I'm talking about nationwide and beyond. Proves to you that our prices cannot be beat. We've got the lowest prices on the internet. You can quote me on that too. Look at this RV online. Look at the NADA. It's almost $30,000 without adding any options, even deducting for the miles. The fact that we don't charge you any fees. You know, these other dealers, the rule of thumb is anytime you buy a used RV from an RV dealer, they're going to hit you up with right around 10% in extra fees. And what I mean by fees, folks, you know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, dock fees, prep fees, tag fees, temp tag fees, title fees, processing fees. They come up with all kinds of crazy names for them, but we call them rip-off fees because all those fees are 100% dealer profit. So if you've ever bought an RV from an RV dealership and you paid anything else besides sales tax and the sales price, you got taken to the cleaners, folks, because they ripped you off. But all those fees, and it's normally around 10% of the selling price, are all 100% dealer profit and 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or new RV. You know, we've been doing this almost half a century, folks. We've sold tens of thousands of RVs, motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers. You know, little bit of everything we've sold, folks, and we've never charged an extra fee. And folks, we do offer nationwide delivery. Unlike other RV dealerships, we don't make money on delivery. We do it as a courtesy. All we ask you to do is cover our expenses when we deliver the RV to you. In other words, just pay whatever it costs us to bring it to you and get my driver back home. And it's going to be delivered by a very experienced RV driver, not somebody off U-Ship or somebody like that has no experience driving anything this big. My guys have been doing this for years. They've got hundreds of thousands of miles under their belt, delivering all over the United States, all types of weather, all times of the year. They've been up north in the wintertime, in Canada even in blizzards and everything else. So they're going to take care of this RV like they were driving their own. And we do it all, and you just pay whatever it costs us, folks. By the time we pay them, pay the fuel, and get them back home. If you want to fly in, drive this Class C home, that's no problem. Call ahead, make arrangements with our non-commissioned salespeople so they can have the unit ready for you. And we'll pick you up for free at the Chattanooga, Tennessee airport during business hours, bring you back here. I've got 3 or 4 customers a week that fly in to buy motorhomes from us because of our prices. And you can come in, cost you less than $500 to pretty much fly from anywhere in the United States direct to Chattanooga. And We'll pick you up, bring you back here. My RV tech will go over, give you a complete demonstration on this RV after it's been checked out, and you drive it home, and saving money the entire time, folks. You know, on top of not charging you fees, folks, we save you money on financing too. You know, so many people don't realize this, but when you go to an RV dealership and you finance an RV, like roughly about 80-85% of RV buyers do, you're getting taken to the cleaners, because these RV dealers are marking interest rates up over what the bank approves you for. And finance managers, that's your worst enemy, folks. The finance managers are trained to always average twice, double the interest rate over what they got you approved for. For an example, folks, our interest rates with approved credit start at 3%. Dealers don't disclose that in their advertising, because when they mark the interest rate up, they don't want to give you a frame of reference. That's why you ever notice that most RV dealerships never advertise their interest rates where they start at in their advertising, and they train their salespeople never to disclose the interest rates when they're talking to you. And that's why, folks, because if you've got a frame of reference to start with, it's hard for them to make money. So what they do, and they always try to shoot double the interest rate. So in other words, we get you approved at 3%, other dealers are going to charge you 6%. And because you never knew what the original rate was or where their rates start at, you've got no frame of reference, you've got no idea that they're taking you to the cleaners. And when you figure, of course, this unit's $30,000 anywhere else. When you figure $30,000 and they're marking the interest rate up 3%, you're overpaying by thousands for financing. And that's not right, folks. That's not how you treat people. You don't exploit your customers just to make extra money. We don't believe in it. We have 3% interest rates, and I'm not talking about just every once in a while. We have several buyers a week get a rate that low. And, you know, we can get you extended terms up to 144 months with approved credit. This thing's far back a book, so I can even get you a 3% 60-month loan with zero down if you've got good credit. Even if you're a cash buyer, folks, I can't tell you how many cash buyers think, oh, I've got some cash. You know, I can get an older RV that needs work that I'm not going to be able to find parts for just because it's in my cash budget. Or I can get that 3% interest rate, pay a few $100s in interest over the life of the loan, get a nicer and newer motorhome like this one that's not going to need work, that I can just jump in and use instead of having to work on it, and keep that cash in my pocket. So believe it or not, folks, about half my cash customers take advantage of that 3% interest rate, because I don't know about you, but if I got 20 grand cash in my pocket, it's worth a few $100s in interest to keep that cash in my pocket, and I can do something else with it and make a lot more money with it than I'm going to spend on interest. So folks, you know, we got that great option for you. And of course, we take cash too. And, you know, you get a nice RV, it's going to be checked out, ready to go. I've got a great selection of Class C motorhomes right now. If this has got too many miles for you folks, I've got plenty others out here with ultra low miles for just a little bit more. So you keep an eye on our website, which is parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. Both will work. They're both mobile friendly. You can visit that website, visit it every day, because I usually add 2 or 3 a day to it. We've got 170 used RVs in our lot, folks. I've got about little over half of them posted online. So what I always tell people to do is look on our website, give us a call. I don't have commissioned salespeople, so you don't have to worry about all the sales pressure, all the gimmicks and games that commissioned salespeople pull, because my guys are on salary only. They get paid the same every single week. It doesn't matter how many RVs they sell. It doesn't even matter to them as far as their paycheck's concerned. If you buy one from us or from somebody else, it doesn't matter. They actually work for you instead of a commissioned salesperson who only works for themselves. But what I'm getting at, folks, if you'll call them, get to know them, let them get to know you. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, they can make some notes. They can go out and look at our inventory, and we probably have the perfect RV for you at a price that's lower than anybody else. And it's just not posted online yet. Or as many of these things as we get in a week, which is normally about 20 right now. If we don't have it this week, we're going to have it soon. As many of these things as we go through, folks. We're truly we are very, very unique the way we price our RVs. You know, 48 years, we're obviously doing it right. 48 years in business. So give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, you can get sales help at 423-605-6747. Folks, it's summertime. I know it's hot. I know it gets extremely hot in these RVs. What we do, folks, if you call ahead 24, 48 hours, or whenever you can, if you'll call ahead, give us a day and time that you're going to show up to look at a particular unit and stick to that time, we'll have the unit either plugged up or the generator on, and we'll leave the air conditioner on for you, because folks, it's 90 something degrees outside right now. It'd be well over 100 degrees in here if I didn't have the air conditioner on. So if you'll give us some notice, and of course it's always a good idea to call anyway, just to make sure the unit hasn't sold, because I hate people to drive all this way for nothing. But if you'll call ahead, let the salespeople know you're coming, a date and a time, they'll have the unit plugged into power, or have the generator on with the air on, so it's nice and cool for you. You know, I can't make it any more cool. I can't make it any more fair than that, folks. So give us a call, drop us an email at sales@parkwayrvcenter.com, and again, our website is parkwayrvcenter.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can link to it from the home page of my website. You get notifications every time I post a video. I've got some nice stuff, folks. I've got some stuff that you're not going to believe how low the price is, and I've got something for everybody's budget. I've got motorhomes from $3,500 to $170,000 and everything in between. So I've got something for your budget. I've got nice RVs that are going to be checked out by certified RV technicians. And I promise you, folks, you're not going to be disappointed, and you're going to save a lot of money too. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.